MC Studios in Dallas, Texas.
Turn me up.
It's the Red Boy Radio Show.
You forgot your boarding pass.
Can we all get along? Can we get along?
In the above entitled action, find the defendant Orenthal James Simpson not guilty of
The more problems we see.
Now this is a story.
You can't touch this.
Did I do that?
This is the Red Boy Radio Show. Content and conversations for the culture, mixed with classics.
Hey, what's going on, my good people? Let me welcome you to another episode of the award-winning Red Boy Radio Show. I am your man, Red Boy, a.k.a. Mr. Throwback, a.k.a. the bartender. Why? Because I'm serving up nothing but classic hip-hop and R&B, and we having some deep conversations for the culture that matters to our people, our community, the whole nine. All right, family, if you are joining me, let me just tell you real quick how much I appreciate the love. Those of you who've been rocking me for the past 6 years, you know I love you very much. Y'all have been deemed as the redheads, if you're feeling me. Okay, and for everybody else, if it's your first time, I hope you enjoy this show. All that I ask is that you share this or share the live feed, what have you. Even if you don't like it yourself, somebody else might like it. So do it anyway, and it costs you absolutely nothing. It is free 99. So do your boy a favor or show your boy some love, and make sure you share this or tell somebody to tell somebody about it. All right? So, fam, we're going to get this show started. I got a great show lined up, just like always. But first, before we get it started, let me introduce you to my favorite soldier of all time in the building. She's retired like 3, 4, 5, 6 times, right? How many times have you retired? Twice. She's been retired twice, y'all. Y'all give it up for my co-host, Miss Anjelie. How are you feeling?
Ooh, y'all want to know.
I want to know because I'm about to tell you how I'm
it's
feeling.
Hot up in here.
It is. It's a little warm, but it's been. We can take it. We got a cold front early in the week with a lot of storms, so I can take it.
I was wearing sweatshirts.
Yeah, that's that Texas weather for you. You know what I mean? Let me tell you real quick what a week that I've had. It's been crazy. First of all, the beginning of the week, as it started, I had my brother-in-law had to go through a it's hard to say, not quadruple, but quintuple bypass surgery.
I didn't know that was a word.
Me neither until the doctor said so. Quintuple bypass, but he's doing fine. He's healing. So Henry, shout out to you, man. I'm glad you're doing well. Can't wait for you to come home because he'll still be in the hospital for a while as he recovers. But he's up. He's walking now. I think today they were supposed to see if he can eat solid foods. I believe that went well. I hadn't had any texts that said it hasn't. So shout out to him. Much love to you, bro. I hope you get better.
He woke up. That's a blessing, right?
Oh, yeah,
there.
easily. Oh, yeah, because I've seen some folks that went in and never came back out of that. So that is wonderful. I myself, of course, after that, we had the storm come through, knocked out the power in the house for almost, I would say, 14 to 15 hours. It was hot in the house then. All right. Couldn't sleep, couldn't breathe. It was crazy. Got through that. Thursday, my son was getting promoted, as they say now. They don't say graduation anymore until they turn 18 and they get out of there. So his promotion ceremony and award ceremony happened Thursday. But before we could even get to that, my wife gets into a car wreck. All right. I don't know if the car's totaled just yet. We'll be checking it out and we'll find out. But she's doing well. The lady that hit her had her daughter in the car, which is about 12 or 13. Mm-hmm. They're both doing well. So thank the Most High for that. We were all good. And then today, before I get to the show, I get a flat tire at the car wash. So I don't know what's going to happen this weekend. What I do know is when it's all said and done, a bottle will find me and I will find it. And we will make everything okay.
Dang,
are you feeling me?
Birthday bottle at the house.
And you continue to leave my birthday bottle out. It's okay.
I bought
it's okay. The chocolate. Okay, yeah. I can't wait. Yeah, definitely. We got to link up with that one. So that's been my week. So fam, I hope y'all had a better week than I did. But hey, it's all good. I'm here. We are here today, and we're going to get this show rolling. So today in the building, y'all got a special guest. I think I met her, I guess we'll say about 2 years ago, before we had to start wearing masks. We met at a movie premiere. She is not only an actress, she's also a model, and she's a creator. I would also say influencer. All right, depending on how we want to view that. So, family, y'all welcome my special guest, Miss Alex Warfield, in the building.
What up, y'all? Hey.
Thank
you for having me.
Oh, I'm so glad you can come. I'm serious. So glad you come and you can make it. So how are you feeling? We talked about our weeks. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Okay.
I've been looking forward to this interview all week. So
That's good.
I'm really happy right now.
That's cool. I'm just glad to finally actually sit down and actually meet you. I know the last time we met was a quick handshake. How you doing? congratulated you on your engagement and so forth, and we had to walk out the building.
It was real quick.
It was real quick.
That's why I was
real
like,
quick.
I was like, I didn't do an interview here. I was like, but yes, we did meet at the premiere.
Yes,
for
indeed.
sure.
Yes, indeed. So yeah, I'm glad you're here now. We can get this thing rolling and finally get to know exactly who you are and get to know all what you've done in the past some odd years and your acting, model, and so forth. So it'll be fun.
Yeah.
And we'll share that conversation, fam. We'll also, you know how we do it. We'll share some laughs and we'll also get into what we like to call them classics, fam. All right. So before we kick this off, the first thing I want to do is make sure that I show some love to not only the folks who were murdered at the grocery store, but definitely give a shout out to, or not a shout out, but prayers to all the lives that were lost here in Texas. Those young babies did not deserve that. That community did not deserve that. And I tell you what we do deserve, and we'll get into that in another show. We deserve some leadership that will do whatever they can to at least try to protect these children. At the end of it all of us that are grown-ups, we've lived a life. I don't know when it's going to end, but I do know those kids deserve an opportunity to find out how far their life would have went. And our leadership ain't doing a good job. I'm going to leave that there because that is for another episode, but y'all make sure, I know we're tired of it as far as it comes to thoughts and prayers, but right now that's all we got. So let's just send them some love, uplift them as much as we possibly can. And it just makes me say, I have a 9-year-old, so I can't imagine getting that phone call and having to go to that school to pick him up and worry if he's going to come out. So we got to do better. We definitely got to do better. So let's send some love to them. But all right, but let's get it kicked off. I don't want to make it too sad at this point, fam. Like I said, we'll get into that in a different show. All right, but so let's go. Since this is the weekend, it's Memorial Day weekend. It's a holiday.
Yes,
Y'all got any plans? Anybody cooking?
No.
If so, bring a brother a plate. No.
Cancun, baby.
Oh, you going to Cancun?
Going to
Cancun?
Cancun.
Oh, you finna live it up.
Hey, you know how you back in the day was young, you used to hate on you. You sorry. You know.
I
My
don't
sister
even
getting
go to
married.
Cancun
My sister
no
getting
more.
married, so gotta go.
I got you. I have a blast. Me, after the long week I had, I'm chilling. I'm chilling somewhere. That's all I'm going to do. But since this is the unofficial beginning of summer, the way we got to do this and kick it to that old good classic, y'all, and that's DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. It's summertime. Y'all keep it locked right here, fam. It is the Red Boy Radio Show. Let's go.
You think this is just a hobby?
You already know who I am.
Nah, this is radio business.
Turn me up.
Red Boy Radio Show. Let go.
Okay.
Content and conversations for the culture. Mixed with classics. On TRBRS.
Who you know do it better.
All right, fam, we are back. It's your man, Red Boy. It's the Red Boy Radio Show. I got my co-host, Anjelie, with me as well. And we got our special guest in the building, and she goes by the name of Miss Alex Warfield.
Hello.
Y'all give it up for one more time if y'all just now joining us, family. We're about to have a good show. There you go. Give it a hand.
Yep.
You deserve that.
Thank you.
Deserve that. But once again, thank you for joining us here today. I was doing some research because I like to always get to know my guests a little bit. You know what I mean? A little something.
Okay.
And I broke out what I want to call your rap sheet.
Okay.
And it's pretty long. You've done a lot. Okay.
Glory to God.
Yeah.
Want me to do
Yes.
it?
Exactly. I mean, you've got theater. You got commercials. You got film. Even a new film coming out now.
Yep.
Training. You did the whole nine. So I just got to ask, what in the world got you to even thinking about being an actor, model, influencer, creator, whatever that is?
Oh, good. That's a good question. That's a loaded question because there's layers. But
Yeah.
all in all, it really started when I was like 2 or 3.
Uh-huh.
My mom and dad put me in like ballet, tap, jazz, that kind of thing. And so I just really loved the stage
Yeah.
from that moment on. And so throughout my life, I just always found a way back to the stage, whether it be a school play or my freshman year, me and my friend at the time, sorry, Tyler Perry, but we took one of his stage plays and like made our own scripts and just redid it. Of course, we just donated the money. We didn't take the money.
Okay.
But we just always been innovative like that. So I've always been innovative like that. So I just went ahead and decided to study it in college, got my degree, met my fiance the same way.
Yeah.
He's a playwright, so we produce our own stage plays. So it's a lot to it, but I love the stage. I love entertaining people. And I got that bug real early.
That's what's up. Now you mentioned ballet.
Yeah.
How do we get to ballet? And you always got to ask, because it's not a whole lot of us go to ballet, but how did that come about? Just
To be honest, I was like 3, so I don't remember how I got in it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just remember doing the recitals and doing rehearsals. So, and I just loved it. I think my mom knew the lady that ran the studio or something like that. And I would just dance around. I always dance around the house anyway. So
Gotcha. Now, a lot of folks, when they get into acting, and they do start some start at early age, some start later, right? You said you pretty much got that bug at an early age. Was there a particular show on television or a particular actor or actress that pinched you to get that bug first that you liked watching, whether it be Disney or whatever?
To be honest with you, it was actually a family member that got me into it.
Really?
Rest in peace, Diane Tucker. She just passed away recently, but she's one of my cousins, but she did a lot out here in Dallas, like a lot at the Black Academy of Arts and Letters. I remember going there as a kid, and she was the playwright, of course, but just watching everything and talking to her about how she got started and just picking her brain. So she really introduced me to theater, to be honest. I just watched her. And she didn't know I was watching her, but I was just watching like, oh, that's so cool. I can't wait to do that. So
Wow.
It was my own family, honestly. But all in all, like Taraji P. Henson, I'm a huge fan of, been a fan of.
Like her.
I remember watching her on Disney and was a fan then. Like when she was on Sister,
And
she
most
did.
folks don't know that.
Most folks don't know that.
I just
See,
you
you was
schooled
today
me right
years old
there.
when you
Yeah.
figured that out. Yeah, she was actually like one of the friends. But I remember like, who is she? I like that friend. Like out of all her friends, you try to identify with somebody, but I've always been drawn to Taraji P. Henson.
Wow. And so even in your acting now, is that who you feel like when you're doing your thing that you identify with?
Oh, for
most?
sure.
Okay.
For sure. I love Taraji because she is that around the way girl. She like me. I'm from Dallas. You can hear it in my tongue. You can hear it when I talk.
Right.
But I love that she doesn't try to steer away from that natural cultured accent that she actually has. Like she talks to you like she's just one of your girls that you grew up with for forever. But what I love and respect about her is she didn't allow that to block her. Even though people tried to tell her, you're too much, you're too ghetto, you're too this or that, because she's not cookie cutter, perfect dialect type person. And I love that. But guess what she can do? She could turn it on and off when you want to, when she need to. If that character doesn't require it, she can take it back.
Yeah.
And I love that about her. So she is who I identify with for sure.
She's definitely very versatile. I mean, you can see her in things where we need her to be that girl from the hood.
Or if you want her, be Benjamin Button. She was in that movie.
Hidden Figures.
Hidden Figures.
Yeah.
She was in that movie. Then take it to Baby Boy if you want to go back to the, Black classics. So she has such a catalog. And so I just admire her for that.
That's what's up. I admire her too. She's one of my faves as well. Outside of Gotta show my love to my favorite actress, Kimberly Lee. I think she's very
Yes.
underrated when it comes to getting roles that I think she deserves. But hey, if they ever do a biography of Cicely and Kimberly ain't the lead, we're gonna have a
I
problem.
can see that.
I can see that.
I can
too.
see
Now
that.
that you said that,
We're
I
gonna
can
have
see
a
that.
problem.
I can see
That's
that.
just me. Okay, so we'll take you back then. What was when we were coming up and you got the bug? Of course, you're moving on. What was your first break to get on anything, either commercial or what have you? Do you remember that and how you felt in that moment when they turned the lights on?
Yeah. So when you say first break, like kind of like big exposure,
No,
or just
your first
show?
your first whatever. Like, was it a commercial that broke you through first? Is that what you did first?
Oh,
A
okay.
play or what have you? And then what it felt like in that moment when those lights came on you. Now you got to show the world who you are.
Yeah, okay. So I'll take it back. Honestly, this wasn't my first show, but it was the first one that I was like, no, I can do this for a living. Shout out to Snoop Robinson.
Right.
When
yeah,
I came
yeah.
out here to Dallas, I did a show, Frenemies.
Yeah.
And it was probably the biggest audience I've ever performed in front of at that time. And just him recognizing my talents in that capacity and doing the press releases and the press runs and really getting the feel for what the industry, what it takes to promote a show, be in a show, be a lead in a show. That's when I was like, yeah, I'm doing this. I'm doing this. I knew I had my degree by then, and I was still trying to figure out, like, how can I still incorporate that degree?
Yeah.
And when I did that show, I was like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm on it.
That's what's up. And then you got your degree when?
Fall 2013 from Sam Houston State University.
Okay, so from the time you got your degree, from the time you hit that, say how long was the time frame?
I would say from the time I graduated to the time that show started, I would say about a year.
Okay.
About a year. Because when I graduated from college, of course, they don't tell you, Hollywood not going to call as soon as you leave. You still got to pay real bills.
Right.
So I worked a corporate job for a little while in that time frame, just trying to figure it out. I was just coming back to Dallas, didn't know too many people since I had graduated, at least, and especially not in that field still. And then my fiance met Snoop working on another play that we were actually producing, and I was behind the scenes then.
Okay.
And yeah, it just took off from there.
That's good, because some folks, like you said, some folks graduate whatever field they in to go out there and promote themselves, and sometimes they gotta wait.
Yeah, you gotta wait. You gotta network,
Yeah.
talk to people, do shows, get out there.
Yeah.
So just by getting out there is kind of how I got into the industry out here in Dallas.
Gotcha. Angela, you got anything? Just chill.
Yeah.
She's so beautiful. I just wanted to let you know that I love your
Thank
hair. You're just so
you.
gorgeous.
Thank you.
I see it right now.
I'm over here just trying not to burn up.
I got you. No, it's a little warm here. We good.
little warm.
We good. So as of now, like I said, I got the rap sheet here. We're looking at some of the things. Well, I know what we got coming up now is a brand new movie called True Christmas.
Yes.
Now, how was it working on that particular film?
Oh, it was so much fun.
Yeah.
It was fun because I never worked with kids on a consistent basis. There may be like a scene or two where I work with a child, but in this film, it's about me and my niece.
Ah, okay.
And so Sky, shout out to Sky. When I tell you, you say she been here before. Like kids.
This your real niece?
No, it's not. I met her on set, actually.
Okay.
I think she's actually related to DeMarcus. 'Cause she actually told me that DeMarcus my cousin. So I'm going to be in a whole bunch of movies.
Hey, look,
She's 9, y'all.
Hey,
when
get
you
that confidence going.
When you make
I
it
love
big,
it. And she's so confident.
yeah. Hey, when you make it big, you're gonna be my cousin. I'm just saying.
Do you hear me? I'm like, Sky, baby. Remember when we did a
Right.
True Christmas way back when you was yay high to grasshopper?
You know how we do.
Yeah, but it was really cool working with her and working with kids on set because there's a couple of kids on set in this film. So it's a really good family film. It's comedy. Sky will trip you out. I'm telling you. Her comedic timing, impeccable.
So it's
To be
coming
that
out,
young.
what, June the 5th?
So we have an exclusive screening to premiere June 5th. Yes. At the Studio Movie Grill in Arlington.
Okay.
And
I
then
was
hopefully-
waiting to get my tickets, and it's already sold out.
Is it?
Glory to God.
I
Yes,
didn't hit
it
the
is.
button, but I was about to hit the button. I saw the button on there. I said, okay, let me see.
It
Yeah.
sold out like 2 weeks early.
Oh, that's awesome.
I know. I'm so grateful.
That
I'm
is.
so
My
grateful. I'm
goodness.
so
I guess we just
excited.
got to stand outside.
No,
and
I'm
look
gonna
sad.
put in a little bug in Dion's ear, get them brothers some media passes.
You
Yeah.
talk to the markets. I'm
Yeah.
telling you. But you know what? A lot of people have been asking. So I think if enough people ask, he might do another showing of it.
That would be good.
It would be good.
That would
So
be
y'all
good.
go out there, blow up his box, blow up his comments,
Yeah.
tag him and everything, and let him know if you wanted to go and couldn't get tickets. Let's try to convince
yeah.
him.
Yeah. That's what's up. Now, all the roles that you have played,
Mm-hmm.
do you normally stay in that same avenue. I know you said you look up to Taraji, right? And because she's so versatile. Now, looking at your body of work, have you been able to stay versatile as well, or you kind of in a small window of, okay, this is the type of character that you've been playing?
That's a great question. I love that question. Actually, I was talking to some friends recently, and I feel like, you know what, guys? I think I've done a lot of the same thing, and I'm really ready to challenge myself. Like, get ugly. Like, like I've
don't
always
get typecast.
I don't want to get typecast. I don't want. That's like a phobia for me. So right now, I'm really trying to diversify even more. So that's why I got an agent and started doing commercials and things like that. But I really want to play, like, I know, call me crazy, but I want to play crazy.
Okay.
I do. I've done that in stage plays, so that my stage characters, I think, have been a little more diverse because I had to play a woman with multiple personalities. But it was so much fun to have to play two people, and you have to focus on two different characteristics, like mannerisms. And I like when I have to play a character that makes me really do my research. Yeah. So I really want to get into more challenging roles. You know, I want to play somebody homeless, play a cop, play a doctor, play a crackhead. I don't know, maybe not a stripper. Yeah, let me hit the gym a little bit more before I get on that pole. But I want to just play real life people. Yeah, you know.
Now, what about if it takes you in the avenue or takes you in the direction of like being some type of like hero where you had to put some fighting into it? You think you're down with that?
Yes, I would love that. My dream role, for real, I want to play a character similar to Colombiana. Have y'all seen that movie?
Oh, absolutely.
That's my. That was. I can't cuss on here. I'm trying real hard.
No, you can.
Oh,
it's
I'm glad
the Red Boy
you
Radio Show.
Yeah, she is the shit. Okay.
Yeah.
She is, isn't she? She's like the good villain.
Yeah.
And I love the vigilantes, like the people that are doing bad, but for the right reasons. Don't tell me I can't do something. I'm going to show you I can do it, and I'm going to do it my way. I want to play like a character like that. To me, she's like the ultimate superhero for me.
That's what's up. Now, I've also seen a lot of things you created, and some of them been serious, some of them been funny. What about a comedic role to where you just
I'm gonna start speaking this out loud. I just dropped a little TikTok about a little video, but I want to get on Abbott Elementary. I love the comedy style on that show. I love the cast. The black woman behind it. It's funny. It's fun, and it's like our funny. You know, like there's like,
and we talked about that last show or the show before. Like, I still ain't go watch it.
You still haven't watched?
I don't rarely watch TV. I really
need you
watch
to
TV.
watch Abbott Elementary. The season's over now, but go back and just binge it. And I'm telling you, it's
Hulu or Netflix.
It's so funny. Yeah. So I really do want to land a series regular role on a comedic sitcom.
Yeah, and that'll be dope if we get you and Mia to be permanent on Abbott.
I know. Shout out to Mia.
Yeah,
hey, girl.
Mia Hunt. What's up? I don't know if she watched, but Mia, what's going on, girl?
Mia Hunt.
Yeah, she was on there twice. And she's,
I'm so proud of her for that, too. And I was like, oh, my God.
I know. That's when that's my cousin.
Yeah, right. Everybody's your cousin at that point. But no, I'm super excited for her, too. But yeah, I want to get on that show so bad. So we're going to manifest that. We're going to put it out there in the universe.
Yes, indeed. So now I know you wrote many, you've helped or assisted in plays, playwriting and stages and so forth. Are you thinking about ever like sitting down and writing your own movie script as well?
So I've never wrote a play or a script, but I started writing a script. I did. I think I want it to be more of a web series because I do have a YouTube channel, so something I can drop on there for my followers to tap into. But everyone keeps asking me that. I've been asked that so many times over the years, and it's the discipline to sit down and write a script. And I'm very hard on myself. I don't want anything that's corny, especially with my name attached to it. So I'm going to get into it a little bit more this year, I know. I'm going to finish the script. That way. And of course, it is a comedy.
Okay, that makes so how is that though? Sitting, and I'm just gonna ask about Dom. How's that when you sitting down, you see him writing? Is it you think it's more intense or whatever?
Very.
Yeah.
My fiance, he takes his writing so serious, and like when he's in the zone, do not disturb. It's like you need.
He lets you in the room.
Well, he ain't got no choice. This is our house. Like, I respect your space, but you can't tell him I can't go back. No. But seriously, I do respect his space when he is in that zone, and it's very serious. It's very tedious. He takes it so serious. So I learn a lot by watching him, and that's kind of why I get intimidated by the idea of sitting down and doing the same thing. So I'm working over that hump, though. He's helping.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. No, he's a hard worker. I know when I met him, of course, he was very serious about his business. Even when I asked him for a T-shirt, I just wanted a T-shirt so I could promote. Nah, I ain't selling my t-shirts. That free my dream. He's
Free
nah,
my
he's-
dream.
Yeah, he didn't want to give it up. He didn't want to give it up. But like, you could tell he was about his business. And I think this was what play were we at when I first? Because I interviewed him a few years ago, and I'm trying to remember the play. But
What's a Secret Line Love? What's
no,
yours
it's
is mine.
It's like I'm looking dead at it, and it has something to do with. Is it? No, it was Sophia Knowlton.
Jamal Willard.
Jamal Willard. Yes, there we go. Yeah, look.
Why did
see,
the
now
name just escape
I know,
me
ain't it
just that
crazy?
quick?
I'm looking dead
Y'all
at the
gonna have to
whole
Google it. Y'all
play.
gonna have to
And this
Google
is
it.
my
Yeah.
fiance. I feel so bad. I'm sorry, baby. Hold on.
Yeah, look, I ain't
Ooh.
gonna get in trouble.
I know I'm gonna get in trouble. Why is the name escaping me? It's okay. I know what you're talking
I
about.
gotta look at I gotta go through my notes and get it. But y'all know
Oh
what
my
we're talking about.
gosh.
Yeah, but I knew
Oh, he's
then when I
gonna kill
interviewed
me.
him how serious he was about that and
Yeah.
just putting that back to life. So I think it's wonderful. And I will say real quick, one of the things I love about being on this platform,
Mhm.
right? We're not on, we're not on a big radio station or whatever, but I get to talk to folks like yourself who are locally in Dallas with all this talent because it's got plenty of it. I know
Yeah.
folks are talking about, hey, let's go to Atlanta, let's make it happen. It's plenty of things to do right here in Dallas. There's plenty of actors and actresses who are doing their thing. I mean, you look at Snoop, you look at DeMarcus. I mean, they're constantly moving. It's like every week. It seemed like DeMarcus is like the Tupac
What?
in movies because he seemed like he put out a brand new movie, a brand new script
Every other week.
I'm
That's what I
dead
told him.
serious. I'm dead serious, but he's very passionate about his craft
Very.
and inviting someone like yourself and these others. I think there's a lot of talent here. So I love doing this because I get to talk to folks like yourself and who are actually trying to move forward, make their dreams happen right here in this market because it's available.
It
You
is.
just got to go out there and get it.
Dallas is a
That's
good
it.
mecca for
It's a
entertainers.
good mecca for entertainers, but I just being honest and being on
Yeah.
this side of the table when it comes to Dallas, we just don't get the respect and recognition that I think Dallas deserves. There, like you said, there is a lot of talent here, but
Yeah.
the big funding for big projects and stuff like that doesn't start in Texas or it doesn't start in Dallas.
Yeah.
Even though we have everything to give any kind of action hero or movie like a run for their money. We've got the skylines. We've got people don't notice there's sand dunes not too far outside of here. So
Really?
you
Okay.
could actually be filming and look like you're in the desert.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously we have lakes plentiful. So if you want to do something like that, something that looks swampy, we have so many different things. There's even a jail you can rent out in like a westernized town that people can rent out like nearby.
Wow.
We have so much here, but projects don't come to Dallas to shoot.
That's unfortunate.
It's very unfortunate.
Somebody need to put some money and build a studio.
Hey, from what
Yeah.
I hear, because I try to keep my ears to the floor because I am here.
Yeah.
You know, they're really pushing hard to try to bring some of that media funding here, the media attention here, because
Yeah.
we could very well be the next Atlanta, LA, whatever, or just the Dallas by itself could just be its own standalone media capital.
Yeah. And as long as y'all keep doing what y'all doing, and it's all about the support too. It makes
Yes.
no sense for you to do it and there's no support. As long as we keep
That.
supporting one another, that makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, and like you said, I love what you said earlier. It's
Yeah.
free to share.
It's free. It's absolutely free.
And that's how
Costs you
that's
nothing.
what
Yeah.
going viral is a bunch of people sharing and
Yeah.
it's free. You don't even necessarily you don't have to buy a subscription.
Right. You don't have to like it.
You don't even
Just push the
share it.
button and just share it and decide. Let your friends or family, whoever, decide if they like it or not. It's not a reflection of you, no matter what the content is. It's not about you. You're just sharing someone else's stuff because you're trying to help them build a brand.
Yeah.
That's it. But you know how it is these days. Don't nobody want that. If you coming up, they don't want you to come up. But they'll love you when you get there though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like you said, and then we're cousins. Then
Right,
we went
because
to
we all-
elementary
yeah.
school together and
Right.
worked together and all kinds of stuff.
It's just it's crazy. It really is. Yeah. So moving on. Okay. So I'm going back to this body of work here. So commercial wise, what was one of your favorite commercials that you had to do?
Ooh, my very
Yeah.
favorite commercial was the Endeavor commercial.
Okay.
You can go to endeavors.org and see it, or on their YouTube channel as well, endeavors.org. You can see the full video, but that was my favorite one to shoot. And because when you watch the commercial, it's about a search and rescue situation.
Okay.
Like a Katrina almost. The house gets flooded. We're trying to get out the house. We wind up getting saved on top of a roof of the house. But the way it was shot, see, people don't realize, probably telling too much, but
Okay.
when you see the house, it's not actually obviously a flooded house.
Okay.
It's not. But I'm like, how do people make that happen?
Yeah.
We were in the above ground pool and they just filled it up with water and put walls inside the pool. So that was my favorite one to shoot because when you watch it, it's so intense, and you really think I'm out here in the middle of nowhere,
Mhm.
but really it's just a stand-up above ground pool.
Wow.
It's really cool, the trickery and things that go on.
That's when your acting comes in.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
'Cause
you
yeah. But
gotta
it was
act like
cold
it.
though. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie, that wasn't acting. That was real. That shiver, that was real. It was cold.
Now, speaking of real,
hmm
have you ever been in a role
Mhm.
that you felt like it related to you so much that during that moment, as you tried to portray this character, it got a little emotional or too real for you? To where you had to feel like you had to take a break and gather yourself and continue?
Oh yeah, I've had moments where
Yeah.
I had just had to especially if it's an emotional scene, like a heavy scene.
Yeah.
One of my very favorite monologues that I've ever performed was written by Dominique, my fiance. It's called "What's Yours Is Mine," and although I've never been in the situation, which was the best friend, I was the best friend. I had slept with my best friend's husband, and I was actually pregnant. But the timing of it was she asked me to be her surrogate, so I'm carrying what she thinks is their baby.
Mm-hmm.
It's really me and his baby. But there's a monologue that I delivered to him, and it's just me and him, and I'm just letting him have it. And everyone tells me at the end of that monologue, like, for a split second, I felt bad for him. Like, you didn't do nothing wrong. It was all him. But what really pulled me into that monologue at the time when I did it, obviously I'm not in the same headspaces. I was going through a lot mentally, and I had had a conversation similar to that to a man before it, Dominique. It was a long relationship, 6 years on and off. And so the things I was saying to the character is kind of some of the things I wish I would have said to him at that time.
Mhm.
So it used to make me very emotional, and I would just pull from that often.
Yeah, you have background on that.
Yeah. You know, like I said, it was just one of those things. Like I was with Dominique and I was happy, but you know, it's just something like you don't quite get over it just all the way. Like I'm over it enough to move on with my life, but there's just still something that hurts. Like there's still a little trigger there. And hearing the conversation, it just reminded me of the mess me and him went through. So yeah, that one took me in, and it also challenged me in a lot of ways too, because I felt very vulnerable, felt very naked, and I also felt conflicted. I'm like, I got it, man. I ain't worried about that. Well, I'm worried about him, but like, nah, that hurt.
Yeah.
And you just like him. And now I'm like, you got to tap into past experiences sometimes.
Yeah.
So
And
that
when you
one.
watched that back, did it still feel kind of weird to you, even when you watched it?
No, not when I watched it back.
Yeah.
I kind of left it on the stage.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I try to leave stuff like that on the stage. So
Yeah. I always wonder how hard that is. Like when someone gets a role that relates to a certain particular issue that they might have been throughout their life, how they handle that, especially when you got to be on stage and you got to stay in character, but you might lose it for a second.
I
or
was reading
kinda-
where Janet Jackson and Why Did I Get Married? I don't know which one, but Michael had died.
Yeah.
And when she
Yeah.
had to go tear up that house and stuff, and she was screaming and crying and stuff, it was a relief because she really needed to scream and tear up something.
Yeah,
at the
matter
time.
of fact, like I was saying about my cousin Diane had passed away. So there's another movie I just finished shooting called Lover's Revenge.
Okay.
But there's a scene where I'm supposed to come back in and not Lover's Revenge. There's another film called
Okay.
Ambition.
Okay.
This one was when we were filming Ambition, and my lover or fiance had passed away, and it was literally the same week we were burying Diane. So I hadn't had that good cry yet. I really hadn't, because I had just been suppressing it. I had cried, but like not that good yelling that hurt to get it out. So I literally took that scene and just used it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that one was another one that took me a minute to come out of, just because I was still grieving,
Wow.
real grief.
Yeah. Well, shout out to her again. And seriously, because I know that's kind of difficult when you lose someone that's basically, that had that type of effect that actually put you in the space that you're in right now. And then I'm here to share with you. So, yeah, definitely rest in peace to her. So, I mean, moving on, it's just what outside of acting and modeling, outside the acting, let's move to the modeling. I'm sorry. What got you to think, okay, you know what? I'm fly enough to, to
take a picture.
See how these photos. Yeah.
So what got me into modeling is I just look at it. It kind of goes hand in hand with acting.
Okay.
To be honest, you tell a story through pictures all the time. So that's another art form. Also, too, I am manifesting a Vogue cover one day. You know,
Hey, let's put it
so
out
I need
there.
to
Let's
start
put it out
practicing now. I'm just putting it out there. I don't want to get up there and be like, geez.
Yeah.
So I need to start practicing now. But I also just like playing dress up. I like playing dress up
And you got to have your premieres and stuff, so you need to know how to stand.
I need to know the
to
red
get the
carpet
light
poses.
on your side
exactly
that you need to pose for.
So that kind of got me into it, and honestly, influencing kind of got me into it,
Okay.
unbeknownst to me, because I mean, that's kind of what you do. You model different products and different things like that. So when people started offering to pay me for my post, I was like, well, let me take this a little more serious. Make sure this light is right for real, and let me make sure I'm angling right. And so it kind of just grew from there.
Yeah.
And I have a cousin, shout out to Moxie. She's out here in Dallas. She's a stylist, and she models a lot. And I watched her, and I was like, dang, that's just dope.
Yeah.
I want to do that for myself and make it me. So, yeah.
So let me ask you this, because you mentioned Vogue.
Mhm,
We're going to speak
mhm.
that in existence.
Please.
I want to know, how do you feel about how the I guess the landscape is changing? Because, you know, when we were coming up, if you wasn't thin and bony, that wasn't considered the model type. But
Right.
now that we are, and I say we with our black queens, shout out to y'all, love y'all to death, you know how I feel, with the natural curves that we have, our queens have, and so forth, is being more accepted now. Kardashians don't get credit. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Hey, I like
It's natural,
Kardashians.
okay?
I know, right? They get so much grief. I like them.
Only because they tried to take what wasn't given to them. They paid for this. Ours is natural. I'm sorry. It's natural. But anyway, let's go back to another conversation. So now, tell me your thoughts on that. Now that it's being more accepted in the industry for folks like our queens who have it natural, and that's what they want now on the cover. How do you feel about that?
I love it.
Yeah.
About time.
Yeah.
About time they caught up, you know? I love that they're embracing curves, and there's beauty in curves. There's beauty in all shapes and sizes. You know, I have, if you look at my friends, like, they're all shapes and sizes, and all of them are drop dead gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like, drop dead gorgeous, and could all be on the cover of Vogue. So I'm happy that they're embracing it. And it gives me a little more boost of confidence to know, okay.
Because you
know,
used
they
to
like
have to
a
be
little
tall
butt.
and skinny.
Right.
But
Yeah.
now you like thickums and hips, and yeah, okay, I got something
It's
for
being
you.
more accepted now.
Right.
And
Yeah.
that's,
And I love that designers are more willing to work with them, because that's another thing. That's
Yeah.
another part of the fashion industry that I don't think they talk a lot about, is that designers wouldn't dress curvier women for a while. And I'm talking
Well,
like
they
the major
would, but they
fashion-
call them plus size because anything over size 8 is plus size in modeling.
Right, exactly.
So I'm like, whoa. You know.
And you know why, bringing up the Kardashians, like even Khloe, who was the thicker one, even mentioned it. You know, Kim, even though Kim was curvy, but Khloe was always the heavier one, they wouldn't dress her, or they give her a small rack of clothes.
Yeah.
Just because they said they didn't have it in their size. So
Yeah.
I'm glad it's becoming more inclusive.
I am too, because I plenty got tired of them telling us that we're not worth it because of
Right.
how we look. But now it's being
Yeah.
accepted, and
Yeah.
you know, I just don't want
Well, it's
us
mainstream. They want the lips. They want the
Yeah.
hips. They're getting plastic surgery to get everything they look at. So,
People
you know.
are adding on all day long. So why not put it on the cover and show us that, yes,
Right.
Gucci can design for curvier women. You know, Balenciaga will dress the curvier girl. I'm happy about it, and I can't wait.
Yeah, I think it gives
It's progress. And
Yeah.
it takes time.
Yeah,
It
and it
does.
opens up more opportunity, I think, as well,
sure.
especially when it comes to like acting and models and
yeah.
so forth. You know, they see you for who you really are now.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah, because
knowing that's
Lifetime
being
got black
accepted.
folks now. I'm like, what?
Big time.
Y'all got the whole movie?
Big
know?
time.
But that's crazy that we have to say it like that, you know?
And black girls
Yeah.
are getting leading roles with white men.
yeah.
I'm
Hey.
so happy that black women are actually show leaders. Like,
yeah.
the box office is coming to see Taraji or Viola or
Yes.
Angela Bassett. Like, there's so many iconic names out here now, and they are showing that we can carry a film and we can bring out just as many people, if
Yes,
not
most
more.
definitely.
Yeah, even go back to what we
Yeah.
said earlier about Abbott Elementary. I mean, look at Quinta.
Quinta.
She put that out, and boom, everybody just ran and attached to it.
Right.
You
And
know?
it's a black woman
Yeah.
running it,
And
you
it was
know?
perfect timing, because at the time that came out, we're losing Blackish.
I gotta go
And
watch
Insecure.
this. I gotta watch this
And
because you know,
Insecure, yeah. And here she comes with this, and now everybody's waiting.
because Shonda Rhimes is my
Yeah.
girl.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Look, I'm asking everybody because I don't watch Bridgerton either. I was like, is this is this historically correct? You know, was there black people that were in
I thought I was the only one that had
royal
that
roles
question.
and stuff? I was like,
Yeah.
and I was like, are they, touching racism? They was like, no, it's totally acceptable.
totally
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
colorblind. It's
Yeah.
colorblind. And
Yeah.
that's what I love about Bridgerton.
Right.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I love it. I mean, you got, because we're losing what was it, Insecure, Blackish. Now we got Abbott Elementary coming along. And if you had an opportunity, you also need to watch is it Black Lady or Black Woman sketch show?
Oh, a Black Lady Sketch Show.
Black Lady Sketch Show. It
I
is
ain't got this much time in the
hilarious.
world.
I'm telling you,
But
Robin
I'ma try.
Robin Thede is the bomb. When it comes to comedy, she's got
She's
it on
good.
point.
She's
They've
good.
got 3 seasons now, I believe, right?
Mhm.
Third season just ended. Yeah, but it's wonderful too. And I'm just loving it because again, it's all ladies.
Yeah.
And that's all you see, and they are hilarious. Even the characters that they portray, they change clothes. And it's all them, and they
Mhm.
might bring a guest on every now and again. But I love that. I
Mhm.
love
Yeah.
seeing it. I love seeing that shine. I'm just
Well,
yeah.
you know, my favorite all time, Girlfriends, which was by Kelsey Grammer,
Love
white
it.
guy that produced
Love
it, and
it.
he just totally believed in them.
yeah.
Mhm. But that's the beauty of it. Like, there's so much in our culture that we have to share with the world, and it's not one-sided. Everybody's not a baby mama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's not a single parent. Nothing
Yeah.
against it. But I hate when we see the same stories about our culture
Yeah.
when there's so many levels to us. You know,
Yeah.
that is one part. I'm not negating that. You know, we do have a lot of people out here that are making it on their own as single parents, but that's not everybody's story.
Yeah.
Right. That's true.
But you can
Yeah.
watch a minority show, and it's amazing how it stretches into different minorities. What was that one? Gosh, George Lopez. His TV show, and you're watching, and you're like, this happens in Black families.
Mhm.
There's a little
Yeah.
Fresh Off the Boat. There's a TV show that I watched. It's off the air now, but it was some Chinese American immigrants
Right.
in
Yeah,
the 80s.
yeah.
He's
Mhm.
listening to rap and stuff, and it's totally, you can totally relate to it. It don't matter if
Yeah.
you're white, Black, Hispanic,
Yeah.
whatever, because it happens in everybody's household.
Exactly. And I love shows that are colorblind shows. Like,
Yeah.
you just touch on real issues, real life scenarios. Everybody has that crazy cousin or uncle.
Mhm.
Everyone has the super successful person that they probably know of, and everybody has a struggle. Everybody has, relationships and families and
Yeah.
just education. We all have the topics are all the same.
Yeah.
People make it color.
Yeah.
Yes,
They
most
do.
definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
And if you sit down and relax, you'll know that we got a whole lot more
Mhm.
in common than we do.
Oh,
Right.
yeah,
in
for
common.
Way
sure.
more in common.
People just need to open up their eyes and see it. You know what I
And
mean?
accept it.
Yeah.
Embrace it.
And also accept it's our turn.
Mm. It is our turn.
I mean, just saying that right now.
It
It's
is
our
our
turn.
And I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Me
I'm here
too.
for it.
Every little bit of it, I swear, every little bit. Now, throughout your acting, whether it be on stage or behind the camera for movies or whatever, let me go to acting on stage first.
Okay.
Right? Did you ever get caught up in the moment where your line was right there and you couldn't grasp it? And then
Oh, yeah.
how did you move on from that? I'm asking that question because I like to, even people listening and they watching, we're all just human. So things happen. So
Mhm.
what was that moment and how did you recover?
Okay, so my favorite story to tell, because it was hilarious, and not too many people can recover from this. So,
Okay.
it was in college. Dominique wrote the play,
Okay.
and I was playing a detective, and there's this another detective in the station. He's got a crush on me. He's like that quirky, cheesy, corny, but he's always trying to hit on me. So in the scene, he sits on my desk all aggressive, like, and girl, you gonna want me. I don't remember the exact lines, but you gonna want some of this one day and da-da-da. So there's a box of donuts on the table and there's papers. Keep that in mind. So he gets up and we're carrying on the scene.
Yeah.
And out of my peripheral, I see something moving, but I'm still here, but something is moving. The table was leaning and eventually it just collapsed. Donuts flew in the audience. Papers went everywhere.
Really?
And everybody, we all couldn't help but just go. And everybody was stuck. And I was like, see, that's why can I cuss?
Yeah, go for
Okay.
it.
I was like, see, that's why your ass ain't getting none. See, because you can't even do nothing right. Go pick up my desk and go get them donuts.
That's
and
ad-libbing.
just
Yeah.
ad lib. And I like that kind of stuff. Honestly, when things aren't supposed to happen, I
Yeah.
like it because I like to be quick on my feet. That's why I love theater, because you have to be quick on your
yeah.
feet. I love
Yeah.
improv.
I
Yeah.
love the end of movies when they show the bloopers and stuff, and I
You
laugh
get to see the
along
human
with them.
side.
Yeah.
It's
Sometimes that might
funny.
be the funniest part of the
Yeah.
movie too when you
Yeah.
get to that point. Yeah.
Have you
Yeah.
ever seen Black Dynamite?
Black Down? Yes, I have.
Mm-mm.
In spurts. I've
In
never
spurts?
watched it all the way through. Remind me, because I'm trying to think of who's. I'm looking dead at who's in it, but
Okay, so
It's-
if you
it's-
seen Why Did I Get Married?
Yeah.
You remember Marcus and Angela?
Uh-huh.
Marcus, he actually plays Black Dynamite. So that's how I related to it.
okay,
That's who people
gotcha.
know who it is.
Okay.
But it's funny because of that reason, because they intentionally made bloopers,
Mhm.
but it was so funny because it happens. Like there's a scene where you see the boom mic come into the shot, and he's
Oh, yeah,
still
yeah.
doing his line like this.
But looking up at it,
But then he keeps going, but it's just funny. So we're not going to acknowledge that, but he does. So
Yeah.
that makes it funny to me. And there's another time where he slaps one of the guys in this combat fight, but he slaps him for real. And the dude's like, my brother. And it goes, boop. And it's like a whole nother guy. Like the dude started out light skinned, now it's a chocolate brother. It's like these little bloopers happen throughout the movie, but it's just funny. I like little corny stuff.
Look, I'm so analytical. I catch stuff like that when I watch movies.
I do too.
That stunt man don't look nothing like him.
And I like it when they talk about it after. I think
Yeah.
what was that? The Fast and Furious. I think The Rock forgot his line, and Tyrese said something to him, and he made fun of him. He talked about you chocolate bald head, and it made to the movie. And he had to step back and say, "Hey, you kind of hurt my feelings, man."
Yeah.
Right. I love it when bloopers make the film.
Or certain lines that are ad-libs that make the film. Yeah, they weren't on purpose. I dig that.
I think it was really amazing. That story, I don't know if y'all heard about the last episode of Insecure, but Issa's speech to her best friend right before her wedding was all improv.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she
I didn't know that. I've seen it, but I didn't know that.
I saw it on social media, and I think Issa Rae actually posted it too. But the director just told her, just tell her exactly how you feel about her. And it got real emotional, and it was organic. It was nothing written. It was just two real people having a real moment, but the characters were kind of living in that same space, so it worked.
I think that what makes it better.
When I saw that, I thought that I just loved the speech even more. So
I think if you play a character for a while, you can just kind of ad lib anyway, because you know what that character's personality is.
Yeah.
If you do your homework,
So
Absolutely.
talking about versatility, all right? Now, if you had to pin it down to that one role that you gotta have or you want to do, what type of role would that be?
That's my Colombiana role.
Colombiana,
sure. That action.
So there you are.
That is my goal, to have a big mainstream movie, but I embody a character that's like a vigilante.
Okay.
I love that.
I got you. She ready to set it off.
I'm ready to set it off. I'm trying to kick
ready
some
for
butt.
her action scene.
Yes.
She's ready for her action scene.
Please.
Right, fighting.
Who was that we interviewed before? What, Stormy Nights in it?
What
Because they have their own TV.
Stormy and Tamika. Yeah.
Yes.
They have their own production team. Yeah. I haven't seen
we need to hook you up with them.
Yeah.
Please drop in my card. I'll leave y'all some cards before I leave.
I'm on their Facebook page.
Yeah, but I think but you and Draper are like on the same level, because he want to do an action movie too.
Draper was like,
he's actually doing like combat training. I don't know if he's still doing it.
Yeah, he said he was. Yeah,
I'm trying to,
because he had that one scene he got beat up
by the girl. Yeah, she whipped him pretty bad. Yeah, over. I forgot how much money was.
Oh yeah, it wasn't a lot.
We joked about it. Yeah, it was. Yeah, whatever.
I think it was under 200.
Yeah, it was under 200.
It wasn't much.
It
wasn't worth the beating.
That was decent, yeah.
But it was the principle. That's all.
There you go. The principle will get you.
So as you move forward in this career, whatever, with the acting, the modeling, whatever, what is it outside of what we discussed earlier? I know that with the family member and the loss of, what now do you say is your motivation to keep moving?
Motivation to keep moving. That's a loaded question too. Right now, currently, my motivation to keep moving is my bonus baby. Dominique has a daughter from a prior relationship, but now more than ever, because she's entering those like teenage years. She's preteen. She's 11.
Yeah.
And I'm realizing how much I've always kind of noticed that she's watching me, but how impressionable it is. And right now, more than ever, she needs, at least in our household, because she has her mother too. Her mother's great.
Yeah.
But like from when she's with us, I know she's watching me. So there's like a motivation. Like I gotta do more. I gotta be better. I gotta show her what it's like to get up and get it.
Yeah, because children need to have mentors in the household.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's great to have people outside, but to have a mentor that's in the household, you can look up.
Yeah, and
to
I
a
realize,
mom or dad or something. That's
exactly. And I realize she does look up to me. Like that's my best friend. I'm I try not to say best friend because parent.
Right.
It's a parent.
But I got
But she is my little best friend. We do videos together all the time and stuff like that. So the biggest motivation is her. And we want to teach her, because we didn't have this lesson growing up, generational wealth. Get it for yourself.
Oh, yes, most definitely.
Yeah, we're entrepreneurs too. So although I do still have a day job, we're working towards being set free from corporate
Because we don't teach our
America.
children that, because I grew up and having a job was clocking in 40 hours a week. I didn't teach I wasn't taught that, hey, you get your side hustle and work for yourself and you got to worry about clocking in.
Exactly. It was always taught to how to perfect your resume and how to be how to be presentable for an interview. That's all they ever teach you, but they don't teach you how to be the owner, doing the interviewing
and investing.
Exactly. So we invested in a barbershops, doing well. It's called the Dream Cut.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
6300 Samuel Boulevard, Dallas,
you go.
Texas. Come get your
You got
haircut.
that.
Bring your sons. Women, if you need a little edge up, clean up, we got you too.
You can say that one more time. Say it slow so they got it.
Yes, it's the Dream Cut Barbershop. It's off of 6300 Samuel Boulevard. See it in the shopping center. You can't miss us. We actually have an event coming up too in celebration of Juneteenth. It's on June 18th.
Okay.
But we'll come out. People will come out, support. There'll be a DJ, food. We like to give back to the community too.
Yeah.
So and celebrate. So we're teaching her that. My mother, there's like a house that's been in our family for like since 1930s.
Yeah.
But part of our wedding gift was she gave us that property. So now we're getting into real estate. It's our first house.
Oh,
so
y'all
we're
moving right along.
we're renovating. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're about to get into an Airbnb too. So we really trying to show her you can work. If that's what you want to
Right.
do. But I'm gonna show you that's not what you have to
You
do.
don't have to, right? It's somebody got to do it, but it ain't got to be
You don't
you.
have it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the best way I tell parents, if you really want to show a good way to entry level them into that, play Monopoly with your kid. Because that's how she relates the renovations with the house. She's like, oh, so it's like Monopoly. You bought Boardwalk. I was like, it's in the hood, baby. It ain't Boardwalk. It's like that right after go.
Right.
But nevertheless, yes, we have property and we're fixing it up, and there will be someone that has to pay us when they land there.
Yeah.
So
That's
it's
dope.
a good
That is
lesson.
dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, we played with my son a couple times. You know, and he's understands it a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah,
Get him on it. Yeah.
It's a good life lesson.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. So now let's just look at it this way. After it's all said and done, right, and you ready to hang up the acting, the modeling clothes, the whole nine, what would you hope would be your lasting legacy?
My lasting
I know I'm tough.
legacy.
I'm
Yeah,
tough.
you getting philosophical.
He done doing
deep.
these Miss America questions.
I
and
know. Let me
stuff.
straighten up for this one. Gosh, no. Lasting legacy. I would want my legacy to be inspirational. Like I want people to see me, see my walk, and be inspired, be motivated. Like I said about Taraji, I want you to know you do not have to be perfect in order to make it in any capacity. You don't have to have it given to you. You can get it yourself. I want people to be inspired to just chase their dreams. My favorite saying is, turn your dream into a reality. Hence, free my dream. That's literally where it stemmed from. We want to turn dreams into realities. And we want people to we know the dream is free. I want you to free it from your mind. Like, it's no good just being a thought. It's no good just being a conversation. Free your dream. Make it happen. So that's really what I would want my legacy to be, to free my dream.
That's what's up. I like it like that.
Yeah.
I have to ask those hard questions because
I like it, though.
You know, because I want everybody to again make it relatable. And I'm looking at you and as you're speaking, and sometimes I'm a guy that get around folks and like to not necessarily looking but feel the energy.
Yeah, I'm big
Right.
on energy.
I'm big,
big on energy.
energy.
You
know
can
what I mean?
feel it
So-
when you walk in the room.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
as soon as you walk in the room, you could tell when someone is either just talking about you or talking about something
Right.
really
Yeah,
deep
most
or
definitely.
heavy.
Exactly.
Or you can just
Yeah.
tell when someone's just having a good day.
Yeah.
You know, you can just tell they're just having a good day. That's a good person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm big on energy.
Yeah.
I've made it my mission now. If I'm uncomfortable, because I used to just force myself to like, oh, my energy will change room. Sometimes their energy will rub off on you, and I just
Yeah.
don't want
Yeah.
to take that chance. So I'll just leave.
Yeah. Just be you. Be you. And and like I said, I'm listening. I see that you're the type of person that's easy to be approached. You know, which is good. You know, because a lot of folks that get it, they make a little change and be like, peasants, you know, and all
Be
that.
gone.
You know? Yeah, that.
Call my people.
Right. Exactly. So I think that's good too. And I think that for me personally, it carries people a long way because you never want to forget, not necessarily where you came from, but how you got there.
Yeah, for
You know
sure.
what I mean? Yeah.
Trust me, my friend circle and family won't let me.
Okay,
My
okay.
mama will remind me, you ain't too grown. That's her
Right, right.
favorite quote these days. You ain't too grown. But yeah, I'm glad you said that. Thank you. It means a lot to me for people to think I'm approachable or feel like I'm approachable.
Oh, yeah.
Because I am. You know, we could talk about anything. And it's really cool because these days a lot more people are starting to notice me. And so it's happened more often where people's like, I've seen you on social media
Right,
or I've watched your web series or that film. So it's kind of cool. So I'm glad people feel comfortable enough to say that they've seen my work, because that's like the biggest compliment for me right now.
Oh yeah, and they actually took time to watch it.
That you took time to
And recognize you.
and recognize me. So yeah,
exactly.
for sure.
Because a lot of people will assume or pick up who they think you are just by a photo.
Oh,
and it's so much more
or
to
less
it than that. Yeah,
they'll think they know you just because they heard someone mention your name, and they don't know that person or how that person may know you. It's mind blowing how easily people can be swayed without actually getting facts.
But that's what they want first.
It's more
people
entertaining.
People won't accept what they want to hear it. They'll accept it. If that's what they want to hear anyway. You know?
Right.
And
people
they'll
hear
roll
what they
with it.
want to hear.
Yeah, exactly. And so they get there. Oh yeah, that's what they go run with. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because I mean, I'm seeing your pictures. You see smiles. You know, on a few bit, and you got that one fierce picture, like especially on Vanguard. You got that.
Oh yeah, that's my serious detective villain, whatever you want to be. But she don't play no games.
Right.
That's that picture. And then I got one that's a little more bubbly and stuff like that. Of who I really am. I'm really a goofball. I like having fun. That's why I like comedy so much. I really feel like my purpose as an actor is to heal and encourage and uplift through laughter. Because I'm always laughing. My friends, they know me. I'm always smiling. I'm always joking. So I would like to bring that more to the world. So that's my purpose. I'm going to fulfill it.
I got you. So before we get ready to log off this show, and of course, y'all, we'll be recording another one here in a second. I want you to just let the people know what you leave with the people what you want to leave them with, like something inspirational, what have you.
Oh, something inspirational. Okay. I would say, let me see. Here you go being deep again, because I'm trying to make sure it's something that's good. So 20 years from now, they're gonna run this back as a quote. You know what? Just be yourself. I know that sounds really cliche and corny, but I've learned in realizing how my career is taking off, the times that I've had the most success, the times that I've got the most notoriety, the times that I've got the most views, whatever it is, something that's drawn people to me was the things that I were truly myself in. Wasn't trying to be nobody else.
And little black girls need to hear and see that being their self is okay.
Be yourself. If you're goofy, be goofy. If you're quiet, that's fine. Be quiet. If you're very loud with your clothing, be expressive. Do you, be you, because that is gonna be what people see. Yeah, they will see through phony easily. Easily. My friends, they'll tell me like, "What's going on? You must be having a bad day because your post, you didn't even look happy." And I was like, "Dang, I actually wasn't. I was just trying to make sure I got it out there because I had to, but dang, you picked up on that." Right, she was like, go back and do that again when you feel better. But people they can see through that, through a picture, through the lens. So just be yourself. And if it don't feel right, don't do it.
Yeah, keep it 100.
Keep it 100.
That's what I say. Because I think we've all struggled with that coming up. Because you want to relate to everybody, so you tend to try to like be
especially with social
popular
media. Especially with social media
is the worst. Because I was in an interview real quick before we log off when someone was asking me, how do you keep going when you know that no one's watching or not watching live, they're not commenting? You know what I told them? I love them, but I don't pay attention anymore. I used to. Yeah. The numbers used to dictate how I behaved on my show. And then I stopped. And I said, you know what? I'm going to do me. And sooner or later, only one number is the one that's going to take me where I want to go or assist me in getting where I want to go. So I stopped worrying about the number. Just be me. This is who I am. It's what I love to do. And I won't allow a number or lack thereof to take me off this mic.
That part.
Most definitely.
That's good.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the T. That's it right there. Y'all scratch my quote.
That's it. All right, before we log off, Alex, go ahead and tell everybody where they can follow you at, and also let them know what's coming up. I know the tickets are gone, but we got some more stuff coming up for you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, unfortunately, the tickets are gone, but June 5th at the Arlington Studio Movie Grill, we'll be premiering A True Christmas, brought to you by JF Bailey Productions and Maverick Films. So make sure y'all check that out. It will be something that you can stream later on in the year. Just watch my social media pages for that announcement as well. You can follow me on Instagram, official Alexandria _. Follow me on TikTok, official Alexandria. Follow me on YouTube if you want to know like the real me. I have vlogs and all kinds of crazy stuff. So go to YouTube, Alexandria in Warfield.
There we go. All right, there y'all have it. Again, y'all make sure y'all do please. Go to whatever social media that she just mentioned, whether you're on Instagram, whether you're on Facebook, and just follow. Again, it's that's also free.
Just to hit the button.
That's also free. Just support not only Alex, but support all the actors, actresses, the directors, the playwrights. here in Dallas, Texas, because they trying to build their brands, and we got to be about and support them. Hey, no excuses now. We back outside.
We
So
outside.
we outside now. So let's see what we can do. You know what I mean? Because you
Yes.
never know, it might lead to something to inspire someone else. So I don't know. I'm about that. I'm all about showing people love and support wherever I can. You know, because
Yeah.
they show me love. I want to show the love right back, and it doesn't hurt my feelings whatsoever. Whether the folks I live with agree with me or not, it's okay. I still got to be me. That's
Yeah.
what the things I love. They may not love, but oh well. I'm still gonna share and support as much as possible. So
I
let's do
appreciate
that
you.
for each
I
other. Oh,
really
absolutely.
appreciate you bringing me on the show. It's been so much fun. And I
Cool.
appreciate the
Cool.
support.
I hope you can stick around for the next episode. We get deep in part 2. Are you down?
Okay, let's
Are
see.
you down?
I'm down.
Okay, you down. Okay. All right, family. So once again, we thank y'all so much for joining us for this episode. Let me give a shout out to my social media folks. I know it's kind of difficult getting here. We will be recording another episode here in a couple minutes right here on YouTube. Those who are watching on YouTube Live, of course, if you're listening back to the playback, of course, you know how that goes. I just got to make sure I put it out there. But we're going to have a deep conversation on our next episode. I probably don't even have to tell you where we're going. You probably already know. We mentioned at the beginning of the show, so be ready for that. And I'll be looking forward to your comments or questions that you may have. Okay. But again, I thank y'all so much, not only for today, but for the past 6 years and some change for supporting your boy. Like I said at the beginning of this show, it's been one hell of a week, but I'm so grateful that I get to be here. I thank the Most High for allowing me to crack this mic open one more time, because without him, I am nothing, but with him, anything and everything. Like Herschel Walker would say, everything is possible. All right, so I appreciate y'all, but let me leave you with this, fam, before we get out of here. Please, throughout this life, as you navigate this thing called life, fam, I will hope that you seek and you find your purpose. And once you find your purpose, do whatever you got to do to live in that purpose. And do both of those things on purpose, with a purpose. It's a Red Boy Radio Show. I love y'all. Before we get out of here, I'm going to give y'all another classic, all right? And let me give a shout out to my man, Mr. Bernard Wright. If y'all don't know who he was, he's back in the 70s, 80s for you babies. Y'all may not know nothing about him, but he just passed away on May 19th. And his favorite classic that we all remember was Who Do You Love? Y'all remember that?
I just heard that the other day.
All right. So shout out to him, and may he forever rest in peace. We want to keep his family in our prayers. And like I said earlier, just make sure that we keep those babies and their families, even the folks in TOPS. I mean, I don't want to leave anybody out. It's happening too much in our country. And I just hope that we can do better. Instead of us ending up in a place like this where all we got to do is sit down and just pray every other week for something to happen. And right now, the last time it was only, a 10-day gap?
Yeah.
9-day gap, and it happened again. So, and it went from the elders to the youngest. So what do you do? I don't know. Well, we'll talk about it on the next episode. Hint, hint. All right. All right. So we'll leave you with that classic, fam. Of course, not the classic. I'm going to leave you with the upgraded version by LL Cool J, which is called Lounging. All right. I will see y'all on the next episode. I love y'all. Peace.
Listen, throwback hip hop and R&B.
Bring it back.
With Mr. Throwback himself, Red Boy, on the Red Boy Radio Show. listening to the Red Boy Radio Show. We'll see you here next time.